Well, you know how it goes when you're going to make a video. Helicopters go over, the washing machine goes on spin cycle. But anyway, I'll show you what we did. So there is the MFJ pacesetter with its chip removed. Here is the EX-243 with its chip removed. And you can see it's back. It came out pretty fair. It's I think it's usable. Like I said before, a couple of those weren't meant to have solder on them, so that's okay. And then here is the bad chip. It's easily recognizable for the junk on top and the solder on the leads. So we may plug that into the pacesetter to see what happens over there for fun. And being careful to see the notch up there and the notch up here. I think I can zoom back a little bit there. Let's see if we can get this in. It looks like the lead spacing is pretty flat. I think I'll roll it just a bit here on the edge. I think that looks pretty fair. Then we'll check the index again. And I think it might go in. Let's see. I think that looks pretty clean. What do you think? That's all of those 8 and all of those 8. Nobody's bent over. And everybody's showing on this side. So I think we'll go ahead and solder that in. One more check to make sure I put it in the right way. Yes. All right, and some of you say don't show us everything, and others say show us everything, so I'll go ahead and solder it in. And those who don't want to see everything can fast forward. Put my finger on the back and see if we can tack in a couple of leads first. I think that worked. And I'll tighten up the vise a little bit. We'll do the rest, and the swap will be complete. These are definitely single-sided boards, and they look pretty fragile. So I'm not going to stay very long on any one connector. And just for the record, if you're doing this at home, if you keep going and you're removing solder, these next 2 leads down here are a resistor, and it will get loose and fall out. So count your leads if you're swapping chips. And some of you might have voted for me to take the socket out of the pacesetter and put it into the ICOM. But I decided it's either going to work or it's not, so we're not putting the socket in. All right, and I think that looks pretty good. We'll get that up for a little of your own inspection. I think they all have enough solder except for the 2 that don't have pads. And just for fun, those would be pins 9, 10, they'd be 11 and 13. So let's look over here on the schematic at 11 and 13. This one has nothing on it, and neither does 13, so I think we're okay there. All right, so I guess I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go back to the project that's leaning over here. So the front panel board on the K2 is going in next. I'm gonna borrow a Rev A board and make sure the overall the K2 is running, and then I'm gonna see what's different. I'll give you a preview of why. There is so much rework on the back of this Rev A control board that I'm not sure how much of it's supposed to be there and how much of it was done, I don't know, modifications or updates. So I'm going to go look at another Rev A board and we'll see what we can do there. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's the chip install. We'll try out the EX-243 next. So we'll bend the capacitor back down and we're ready to go in. Thanks for watching. Bye.